Hey, you ever wonder what it would be like if Crash Bandicoot had a baby with a Pokémon? No, just me. Well, the end result would be something like this little guy, a purple dragon. Allow me to explain. Welcome to my channel. And today we're taking a look at the beloved children's gaming franchise Spyro the Dragon, starting off with the real-life story before moving on to the in-game story. So in the mid-1990s, Sony needed more family-friendly titles for their PlayStation console to help boost sales. After the huge success of Crash Bandicoot, which was developed by Naughty Dog, Sony offered the next Crash game to a small California studio called Insomniac Games, who had only released one game up until that point. Insomniac's lead designer, Craig Stitt, and artist Charles Zambillas helped shape Spyro's look and feel. Zambillas had actually also worked on Crash Bandicoot and wanted to make sure that Spyro wouldn't just look like another Bandicoot. So while Spyro was originally going to be green, they changed him to purple so that he wouldn't blend into all the grassy levels. They also thought it would be fun to make him a bit smaller than Crash, which would allow players to feel like they were zipping through big 3D worlds at high speeds. For music, they brought in Stuart Copeland, the legendary drummer from the band The Police. He composed playful, jazzy music that became iconic for the series. Spyro the Dragon was released in September of 1998 to rave reviews. It holds a special place in the hearts of gamers who grew up with the PlayStation. In fact, over 10 million copies of Spyro games were sold between 1998 and 2000, and together, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, and Medieval became one of the PlayStation's defining mascot franchises. Two sequels followed on PS1, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage in 1999, and Spyro, Year of the Dragon in 2000. Both were just as successful as the original and introduced new gameplay mechanics such as headbutting, swimming, and climbing. But as the years went on, the Spyro franchise moved to new platforms and new gameplay styles. And eventually in 2018, Sony announced that Crash Bandicoot and Spyro would be joining forces in a new game called Spyro and Crash, which has received mixed reviews. Now let's move on to the in-game story. In the first game, Spyro the Dragon, the story takes place in the peaceful dragon realms. One day, a nasty troll named Gnasty Gnorc puts a nasty spell on the dragons, turning them all into crystal statues except for Spyro. Being small and quick, he avoids the curse and teams up with a dragonfly named Sparx, who becomes his companion for the entire series. Spyro sets out to free his fellow dragons and defeat Gnasty Gnorc. Along the way, he obtains the dragon eggs, which are basically dragon babies. Each egg contains a new dragon with its own unique elemental power. Spyro gains new abilities as he explores each level, such as double jumping, charging, headbutting, and gliding. He uses these abilities to navigate the levels and defeat enemies like goblins, gnorcs, clams, mice, and even some dragons. In the second game, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, Spyro is accidentally transported to the world of Avalar, where an evil sorcerer named Ripto is terrorizing the land. Ripto is actually a fallen Avalonian guardian who wants to take over the world. Using his magic, he transforms the animal residents into monsters and casts a sleeping spell on the Avalonian people. Spyro must stop him with new powers like headbutting, swimming, and climbing. He also meets a new friend, a flying squirrel named Bentley, who helps him on his quest. Along the way, Spyro must free the monster-fied animals and wake up the Avalonian people. In the third game, Spyro, Year of the Dragon, a mysterious thief is stealing dragon eggs all over the dragon realms. It's up to Spyro to find the eggs and return them to the Dragon Temple before it's too late. With the help of Sparx and Bentley, Spyro travels across new worlds to rescue the eggs. However, the true villainess is revealed to be the sorceress, who wants to use the dragon eggs to create a powerful army. And that's all there is to the story of Spyro the Dragon. So do you remember playing any of the Spyro games growing up? Which was your favorite? Let me know in the comments section down below. And while you're down there, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our videos. This has been your host, and until next time, take care.